How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Welcome to Northrop High School, home of the Bruins. We are sitting here, SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. We're going to use some action, some boys varsity basketball action as the number 18th ranked in Class 3A Columbia City Eagles come into Northrop High School to take on these Northrop Bruins out of the Class 4A here in the state of Indiana. Columbia City comes in 1-1 under Coach Chris Benedict in his 18th year. He is 272 and 176 overall for record in the school. Also for Northrop, they come in 1-1. They are led by headman Rod Campbell in his first year. As I mentioned, also come in 1-1. See some high-level talent as always here in the city of Fort Wayne. Columbia City comes in just southwest of Fort Wayne, Indiana, about 20-25 minutes. Short drive here up north to come play the Bruins are the Eagles from Columbia City. Right now we're going to get ready and set it down for the PA announcer to give you the starting lineups for both squads. So we'll throw it down and join you here in a minute.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Principal Kevin Simmons and Athletic Director Bob Shane, we welcome all of you to the Mark Sheff Memorial Gymnasium for this varsity boys basketball contest featuring the visiting Columbia City Eagles, coached by Mr. Chris Benedict, and our own Northrop Bruins, coached by Mr. Rod Campbell. Northrop continues to promote good sportsmanship with our coaches, players, cheerleaders, and spectators on a daily basis. We have the potential for a great contest tonight. Let's make it happen with your positive support. And speaking of sportsmanship, here is senior Ethan Thomas with a special sportsmanship message.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ethan Thomas from Northrop Boys Basketball. Welcome to Northrop High School. Good sportsmanship is something that all of our sports teams practice here at Northrop. Good sportsmanship is very important to the educational experience in the classroom and on the court. Please show respect to the officials, the coaches, cheerleaders, players, and the visiting fans around you. Thank you very much and enjoy the game.
Thank you. Good job. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, remove any headgear, face the American flag as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are this evening's starting lineups. First for the visiting Eagles of Columbia City High School. Starting at a forward, a 6', 8" senior, number 12, Bracken Hazen. Also starting at a forward, a 6', 7" junior, number 23, Parker Hazen. At the other forward spot, a 6 foot 2 inch senior, number 30, Robert Warwick. Starting at one guard, a 5 foot 11 inch senior, number 3, Cooper Perry. And at the other guard spot, a 6 foot senior, number 10, Matt Benedict. The head coach of the Columbia City Eagles, Mr. Chris Benedict. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is the starting lineup for your Northrop Bruins. Starting at a forward, a 6 foot 5 inch junior, number 13, Reggie Cobb. Also starting at a forward, a 6 foot 5 inch senior, number 32, Jagger Surfer. Starting at a guard in the 3-guard Bruin offense, a 5 foot 11 inch sophomore, number 21, Jalen Hall. Also starting at a guard, a 5 foot 10 inch junior, number 3, Darius Bray. Rounding out the starting lineup at the other guard spot, a 5 foot 10 inch junior, number 10, Richard Levinson. The head coach of the Northrop Bruins, Mr. Ron Campbell. Our officials for tonight's varsity contest, Mr. Joey Johnson.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
and
SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Jake Atkinson on the camera. I am Tim Atkinson, calling your color and play-by-play this evening. Second day of the week for Summit City Sports coverage. Here with myself on the call as we were at Northside on Tuesday for the Blackhawk Christian at Northside boys varsity matchup, with Northside taking that one 82-44 behind the hot shooting of Juan Carls and the inside-outside performance of Keon Brooks and Jalen Butts. But we're going to get set here in Columbia City. We'll take the tip. That's number 10, Matt Benedict, near side here. Brock and Hazen, nice catch on the baseline. We'll talk a bit about him as he's going to get a traveling call on him right off the jump. Down on the block, just lost his footing. Hazen, the senior of the brothers, Parker Hazen, number 23, the junior. Brock and Hazen, a senior, 6'8", committed to play basketball at Central Florida a year from now. Here's Northrop, top of the key. That's their player. No good by Jagger Surface. Rebounded by Northrop. They're going back down low. Spin move, up and under, right hand. No good. Rebounded. Nice hustle that time by number 30, Robert Warwick, the senior. Here comes Columbia City looking to press. Hazen. They switch spots. Do the Hazens. Rocking. Tried to drop pass in the lane, scramble for it. Northrop comes up with it, and here they come. Robertson can't finish in transition, but there is service with the putback. Jagger Surface gets the 2 first points on the scoreboard here this evening. Man-to-man defense being played by Northrop as they're going to try to get the ball to Hazen. He's being guarded. Got to be a travel, no call. Parker Hazen on the rebound, put back, good.
Back to the number 23, Parker Hazen.
To tie it up at 2, Parker Hazen with her first bucket. 2-2, we do play 8-minute quarters, 8-minute 4 8-minute quarters, excuse me. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Cooper Parrish, number 3, Darius Craig, running the point here for Northrop. Man-to-man defense for the Eagles. As they try to run Mole off a couple screens. He goes back door. 3 ball by Robertson, back rim, no good. Here come the Eagles. Matt Benedict looks for Hazen, does get it to him. Size advantage for Columbia City, no doubt about it. With the 2 Hazens, along with number 30, Robert Warren. We're gonna get a foul called on Northrop on the floor here. Be the first foul called of the contest. It's going to be called on number 13, Taj Cobb.
Foul on number 13, Taj Cobb.
His first, team's first. Looking for Hazen down low with that size advantage. Good push out on the defensive end. The Eagles look to swing it. Good ball movement. 3-ball, no good. Rebounded by Hazen easily and finishes through the contact for his first deuce. Breaking Hazen. Breaking Hazen. Averaging just over 20 points a game through the first two contests here early in this 2015-16 season. Turnover for Northrop. We're going to go back to the Eagles. 5:22 to play. They're up 4-2. There's Benedict running the point. He's going to look for Parker Hazen down low. Also with the slight size advantage on Mole. Excuse me, on Cobb. That's going to be a turnover on Columbia City. Saw this a little bit early going in the Northside Blackhawk Christian contest on Tuesday. Just a little early going in the year. A little rusty. Got to knock off some of that rust and get it going. As these are two top-level schools. Of course, Northrop out of the Summit Athletic Conference. Columbia City plays out of the Northeast 8. I mentioned both come in 1-1 this evening. Here's Surface. Got Warwick out, pulled out. Craig into the lane's going to kick it out. Surface going to go back here to Craig. No shot clock in the state of Indiana, so they don't need to rush there. They can reset. Good look. And they're going to get a foul called on number 15, Andrew McFarland, I believe. It is his first.
Number 15, Andrew McFarland.
That'll send number 13, Taj Cobb, to the line to shoot a pair. 4:44 remaining in the first quarter. First one's up and good. Cobb hits the first. Second attempt coming to tie it up here at 4. That one is good. 4-4 here in the early going. 4:44 remaining in the quarter. Benedict as Northrop throws a man-to-man press. Here comes a trap now. And they're going to get a foul called on Northrop reaching in on number 10, Richard Robinson, his first, the junior. Team second.
George Bechtel, second in for Columbia City.
Had trouble inbounding, but does get it into Warwick. Bechtel will go get it. Up top of the key to McFarland. As they're running a 4-man game around Hazen now. Parker Hazen looking to post. Nice body movement, up and under, and off glass, good.
Number 23.
Nice body control there for Parker Hazen. He has 4. They lead 6-4. Surface, turnaround baseline jumper, good. Sweet looking stroke by number 32, Jagger Surface. Good looking game. As a lot of folks don't remember, he's a transfer from Snyder High School, just a couple of miles away from Northrop. Warwick looks for Hazen down low. Cobb's doing a good job bodying Hazen down low, leading him to his spot. As we're gonna get a foul called on Craig.
Foul number 3, Darius Craig.
Coach Shamble liked the aggressiveness though, as he almost got a 5-second call out top. Inbound here to Parrish. Look for Hazen down low, now is be guarded. Is at the charity stripe, does find Hazen on the wing. Hazen crossover. Warwick. Good dribble drive, goes with the right hand. Nice kind of reverse layup to the right hand. Thought he was going up the left, went with the right, drew the foul. He's going to go to the line for an opportunity to convert. Robert Warwick with his first bucket. His team up 8-6. On the line to try to push this to a 3-point lead. Warwick Rims that one out. Unfriendly rim there. As here comes Northrop, down 8-6 here in the first quarter. 3 minutes remaining. Surface. It's a good dribble drive, but didn't have the angle on the pass. Picked back up by Northrop. Skip pass here for 3. Front rim, no good by Craig. Rebounded again by Northrop. Here's Surface. Pump fake, goes to the basket. Right hand, good.
Number 32,
Jagger Surface with his 6 point. It's 8-8. Inbound to McFarland. He'll get it back quickly. So Bechtold. Bechtold brings it up under pressure. Northrop, good man-to-man ball pressure out there on the perimeter. Hayes is going to take it from the wing. Wants to give it back to his teammate. Can't. Wants to go to Surface. Kick out pass. McFarland, no good. Rebounded once again by the big fella Antoine Washington. Outlet pass and just cannot finish for Northrop. Here come the Eagles. They don't have numbers. Let's see if they pull it out. They do. Bechtold, Benedict, Hazen being picked up by Surface. Good skip pass over here to McFarland. Great ball movement. Warwick. Nice move. Little reach there, not called on the near side, but Parker Hazen. There's a man possessed on the boards right now. He has 6 points, 3 unofficial boards, 2 of them being offensive. Surface, nice catch by Washington. And they're gonna call Warwick with a foul. That's a tough call on the senior. Robert Warwick had his hands straight vertical. The referee called the block. 10-8, Columbia City on top. Minute 44 to go here in the first quarter. Hazen checks back in for Columbia City. Robertson, the junior, looks to inbound underneath the bucket. The big fella down low. Nico Broster, there's a right-handed hook. Good job, nice play by the Bruins. Broster checks right in and puts a bucket up. Can't leave Hazen. There's a look, nice look to his brother. Went up for the jam and blocked. Fans didn't like it. The outside official made the call, but that was number 5 for Northrop. Vaughn Johnson skied up and met Parker. Hazen at the rim to set it back down, but called a foul. Referees explained to Coach Chamberlain, he hit him on the arm. First free throw is good for Hazen. That's his 7th point here in the first quarter. His squad's up 11-10. Minute 27 remaining here in the first. Hazen, back rim, no good. Tipped out nicely by Bechtold, and they'll reset it here. Look down low to Hazen. Spin move, goes hard to the bucket, puts it up with the right hand, went with the tip on the left. They're going to call that an offensive goaltending on Brock and Hazen. Turnover, the Eagles will go back Northrop's way. There's Robertson running the point now for Coach Chamberlain. Remember, it's in his first year, as he had an outstanding college career at Drake University. And the last 3 years as the head man at the AAU program, Indiana Fire, as that one's too long by Robertson, rebounded by Hazen. Here comes Columbia City, no numbers. They leave it back to Hazen. Tried to move it into the corner, couldn't. Hazen looks for the screens. Parker Hazen, they're going to call it travel. Just shuffled the feet before he put the pill down to the ground. That'll be another turnover for Columbia City. Under 40 seconds. We'll go up quickly to Surface. Surface is going to launch a 3. Right rim, no good. And tapped out and rebounded finally by the Eagles. Bechtold. Good ball movement. Columbia City wants to take the last shot here. Up by 1. 11-10. 20 seconds remaining. No shot clock, but that 5-second one-on-one clock was there. Breckenhazer gets it to Parker. Parker Hazen. Benedict, they look down low. Baseline, and he did step on the baseline. Did number 24, Ryan Mosher, the senior. Ryan Mosher, the senior. That'll be another turnover, 3 in a row for Columbia City. Surface at the buzzer. Back rim, good! Jagger Surface knocks down the 3. Just 3 or 4 feet behind the top of the key. He drains it, and that's the first lead, 13-11 for Northrop to end the first. So with that 3 ball, that made Jagger Surface the leading scorer for Northrop through the first quarter. He does have 9 points. Cobb with 2, and Broster with 2. For Columbia City, leading scorer was the junior Parker Hazen. Does have 7 points here in the first as well. In a hard-fought battle here in the first quarter. Both teams pressuring hard, one-on-one, man-to-man. Good defense. They just cannot find too many open jumpers. A lot have been on post-up moves or off the offensive rebound chances. So Northrop up 13-11 at the end of 1. Getting ready to start the second. Northrop will inbound the ball. Class 4A is loaded this year in the Summit Athletic Conference, as we'll get to that with Homestead and Carroll joining the Summit Athletic Conference in both football and basketball. Jagger from the elbow rolls that one home, and he starts off the second quarter where he left off the first. Drops in another bucket, 15-11. They have no answer right now for Surface, as they're going to skip it. Look for Hazen down low. Couldn't get it to him. Here's Parker Hazen. Top of the key, good double team on the ball. Parker Hazen's going to look for a screen for the pin down. Has the defender on his back, does Parker Hazen. Good cut without the ball, and good find by Parker Hazen with the bucket, number 24, Ryan Mosher. 15-13. And as that one's put up by Surface, and they're going to get a foul called on the Eagles. I believe.
Foul number 23, Parker Hazen.
It is on Parker Hazen. That's his first.
At the line.
That's the team's third. Surface to the line to shoot a pair. Rattles home.
Number 12, Michael Chapman. Number 21, Jalen Ball taking in for the Bruins.
13 points now for Surface. Such a strong kid. Senior. Drains the second. Surface has been offered by Chicago State, but has not committed to any college program. That was almost a turnover. Picked up by Brock and Hazen, then it is a turnover. Gets it out to Surface. Right-handed lay-in, that's good. His 6th point of the quarter. Good hands by Surface and saved by Northrop, but had a foot on the baseline. Did number 21, Jalen Mole. Will stay. Columbia City ball, 19-13. Having trouble inbounding the ball are the Eagles, but they do get it in. Here's Bechtold. And that's going to be a kick called on Northrop. Started off slow, did the Bruins, but on the back of Surface. Has 15 of the 19 Northrop points. Brock and Hazen goes to the basket. Protected the ball. As they're going to get a foul call on number 50, Nico Braster, excuse me, that's his first.
Number 12, Bracken Hazen at the line.
That's the team's 6th foul. One more, and Columbia City will be in the 1-and-1. Brocken Hazen rattles that one home. He now has 3.
Robert Warwick back in now for the Eagles.
Pulls the team within 5, 19-14. 6:33 remaining in the second quarter. Hazen drops the second. 4 points now to break Brocken Hazen, 19-15. There's your score. Deep 3-ball, back rim, no good. That was Chapman who just checked in. Launches an NBA 3. Hazen, good ball movement and pass fake. Now you got to clear it out. Good spacing. And that led to the 3-ball by Spencer Klimek, the senior. Outstanding play by Hazen and Klimek on the near side. As the screen and pop played to perfection. And this city's still in that tough man-to-man defense. Up top, now he goes to the wing. Flashes to the free throw line, drop down to Broster. Broster. Jumper at the charity stripe, knocks it down for 15. Nice looking jumper. His 4th. 21-18. Northrop on top. See, they have to get a score check on that. Warwick, look for Hazen down low. And they got to call a hold or something on number 5 in white, Tavon Johnson.
Number 5, Tavon Johnson.
Awful lot of hands down on the baseline, guarding the post on Hazen.
Number 3, Darius Craig, and number 10, Richard Robertson.
So Johnson, he'll set down with 1. 21-18 is your score. Northrop on top. As we have a stoppage of play here. As it was, yeah, it should be. That's a good call here by the official here on the near side. I think he was helped out by the head man over on the near side, Chris Benedict out of Columbia City. But it should be Brocken Hazen at the line, and that's who it will be as McFarland checks back in for the Eagles. Hazen will go to the line. I think we finally get it figured out here. 1-and-1. Columbia City in the bonus with still 5:10 remaining in the second quarter. It's the first. That's his 5th. 21-19. Hazen for the second. Four for 4 from the line for Brocken Hazen. As they're going to call a carry. Easy call there on Darius Craig. Turnover for Northrop. Quentin Lozano checked in for Northrop. He's number 4. Bechtold. Being pressured by Craig. Northrop has been pressuring the whole contest. As they're getting Parker Hazen some solid minutes resting on the bench as Bechtold took it to the rim that time. Put it up with no contest, up for 2. Columbia City takes back the lead. 22-21, 4.5 remaining in the second quarter. Craig. Chapman. Gonna get a screen, step back. Lozano for 3, that one is nothing but net. Quentin Lozano, the junior, checks into the contest for the first time and drains a 3. 24-22, Northrop back on top. for Brock and Hazen. Good ball movement by Columbia City as Warwick flashes here to the near block. Right-handed jump hook, nice play. And execution by Columbia City. As Warwick will get his first. And an offensive call on Northrop. As the referees are talking about it now. As after the referee council, they changed it from a charge to a block. You don't see that very often. Well, that's what you saw right here at Northrop High School. 24-24. We'll stay with Northrop. They stack it up here on the out of bounds. Robertson, they looked for him. Almost a 5-second. Robertson made a cut but couldn't finish on the lay-in. Bechtold finds near side to Klimek. McFarland has Hazen on the baseline. Hazen's gonna back it out, skip pass. Hazen, he's back in. Parker Hazen, the junior. There's Bechtold. Defender over commit. Parker Hazen from the baseline. Front rim's no good. Rebounded by Surface. Surface gets it out to Mole. Back to Surface. Into the corners, Craig. Craig skips it to Lozano. Pass fake. Dribble drive. Look to drop it to Craig. Does. Good movement without the ball, but can't finish. That time is Mole, but he does have active hands and gets the steal. Coach Benedict asking for the foul call, didn't get it. Just under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. 24-24 is your score. Looking for an opening in this tough man-to-man defense. Craig launches a three, no good, just long. Bechtold rebounds it. Gonna pump it up to Parker Hazen. Brock and Hazen back to Bechtold. One-arm bullet pass, left it to Hazen. 2:25, Columbia City in no hurry. Looking for the best shot here in their offensive set. They look to post up Hazen. Go up top to Parker Hazen. Here's Brecken Hazen. Nice move to the bucket and blocked by Lozano. Well, that will send Hazen to the line to shoot two. Lozano showing good athleticism on the recovery defensively, but just got a piece of the arm. We'll send Brock and Hazen to the line to shoot a pair. He's 4 for 4 from the line. Back rim, no good. On his fifth, he has 6 points here this evening. 2:11 remaining in the second quarter. All tied up at 24. Brock and Hazen. Second attempt is good. 5 for 6 from the line now for Hazen. As they got a switch and took advantage of it right away, but Roster couldn't finish, lost the ball to Northrop, and still it's loose. Columbia City comes up with it. McFarland still loose, bodies on the floor, and outstanding call and hustle by both teams, but it's finished off by number 50, Nico Broster. Got a big fella, got on the floor, and got the timeout called. Minute 50. Columbia City up 25-24 over these Northrop Bruins. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Jake Atkinson on the camera. I am Tim Atkinson, calling your color and play-by-play this evening. First week of boys basketball action for our coverage. As I mentioned earlier, and an awesome opportunity to head out to By-Hay Arena at Northside High School as they hosted the Blackhawk Christian Braves as they beat them 82-44. Blackhawk Christian, of course, was ranked number 5 in 1A, and Northside ranked number 20 in 4A. Looking for the angle, double team. Now they recover to the Eagles. Here's Robertson. Asks for the screen from Surface, takes it. Hesitation, pull up right and before the three-point line and drains it. Robertson's been quiet. That's his first 2 of the game. Brockenhazen feeling out the double team. There it came. Found Bechtold. Ball movement coming. Go down to Parker Hazen. Klimick. And once again, nice hustle by Braster. Number 50 coming off the bench, providing a spark plug for head coach Rod Chamble. Bechtold inbounds this time to Klimick. Klimick. Bechtold. From the City just needs to look down low, batter and feed the post. Here comes Surface on the turnover. Made the contact himself smartly. As Surface hits another one. They're up now 28-25. Hazen for 3, no good. Rebounded by Surface once again. That's 6 unofficial here in the first half. Robertson, Surface, he's feeling it a little bit. Left him for a second, rattles no good. And rebounded by the Eagles. Just under 30 seconds. Columbia City, I'm sure, will look for the last shot. McFarland looks to get it to Hazen, does. And they're gonna get a foul called. Not a smart foul there. Jalen Mole just got anxious. Can't blame the young fella, just trying to make a play. As that will send Brockenhazen back to the line. He's 5 for 6 here in the first half. Has 7 points. Hazen. Back rims the front end of the 1-and-1. And those are killers in the game of basketball, leaving those free throws empty at the charity stripe. Here's Craig, looks to dribble handoff, does. Mole, they need to get it up. 2 seconds, no good. Craig getting that was blocked by Hazen, picked up by Columbia City.
Halftime score, Northrop 28.
And that's where we'll end. Been an entertaining but low scoring first half. 28-25. Northrop Bruins on top of the Columbia City Eagles. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. We'll join you for the second half. Welcome back, SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. We are on the campus of Northrop High School, home of the Bruins, as they're playing host here to the Columbia City Eagles. They're ranked number 18 in Class 3A, as Northrop comes in unranked in Class 4A. At halftime, we're sitting at 28-25, Northrop's biggest lead of the game. High score for Columbia City Eagles are the Hazens. Brocken and Parker both with 7 in the first half. High score for the Bruins. Coach Chamble's got to be extremely happy with the production from Jagger Surface. 17 points dropped there in that first half. Has done it from all over the floor, from the 3, driving to the bucket on rebounds and putbacks. He's had an outstanding first half, has Jagger Surface, the Snyder transfer.
Number 32, Jagger Surface, and number 50, Nico Braster.
List him at 6'5", has a real strong frame on him, as I've mentioned, has been offered by Chicago State. Has not committed anyone to anyone as of yet. Brockenhazen, as I mentioned in the first half, is averaging 20 points and 14.5 boards here in this early season. Him and Parker Hazen both play for Spice Indy Heat. IUPUI has offered the junior Parker in Central Florida, as Brockenhazen committed and coming to play their program next year. Solly assistant coach for Central Florida, down here talking to the parents of Brockenhazen, as Roster, if he starts to hit that one from the baseline, that would be some trouble for Columbia City. I'm sure that's not what they were looking for right out at halftime. Here's Warwick. Picked up the dribble. Finds Hazen. Hazen tried to go baseline. Nebraska's good look down low to Hazen. Finishes through the contact. Puts it up for the first bucket of the second half. Parker Hazen with 9 now. Pulls the squad within 1. 28-27. 2 8-minute quarters remaining. Here's Surface. Robertson. 3-ball. Good. You don't want him to heat up if you're the Eagles, as Robertson can get it going in a hurry. That's 5 now for the junior. Down low to Brock and Hazen. Hazen has a size advantage. Kicks it out. Benedict, double team, about threw it away. Parker Hazen. Warwick, look at the ball movement. They're going to get a foul called on Northrop. On number 21, Jalen Mole. That's his second. Team's first here in the second half. Benedict looks to inbound. They look to run. There's Craig playing a little DB roll, picks that one off, and nice Euro step with the left-handed finish. Darius Craig looking smooth on that little Euro step. Rockin' Hazen finds Warwick, back to Hazen, and the hustle right now of Northrop playing dividends, up 6 points. Here comes Craig, hesitation dribble with the right-handed scoop layup. Darius Craig, back-to-back buckets as they push the lead to 35-27. Coming out strong here in the third quarter through the first minute and 45. Pushing that 3-point lead now to a 8-point lead. On the backs of Robertson hitting that 3, then Darius Craig playing the DB, then picking it off and taking it all the way to the bucket for the lay-in. As I mentioned, the SAC is loaded this year, as in most years, but especially with Carroll High School and Homestead High School being added to the Summit Athletic Conference. That conference now is loaded with high-level schools: Northside, Carroll, Concordia, Bishop Luers, Wayne, Homestead, Northrop, Bishop Dwenger, Snyder, and Southside. Outstanding programs with a ton of titles. To each of those schools, credit. Northrop picks up full court, as they did most of the first half on makes. Here's Benedict, pushes it across the timeline. Parker Hazen. They find Rockin' Hazen. I like that, good no call. Good no call, he was underneath the basket, was Broster. Got his own rebound, put it back up for his first bucket of the second half. That's his 9th point. In the corner is Craig, has Broster down low. Look at the scoop with the right hand. No good, little old school flick underneath the outstretched hands of the defender. Here come the Eagles. McFarland finds Parker Hazen, has Surface, goes baseline, and finishes through the contact. Parker Hazen with a nice, strong move. That's a man's move right there, going baseline. Finishing through the contact of Surface. He'll go to the line to shoot one, try to convert this 3-point play. That's Surface's first, as Brosser looks like he was shaken up on that charge attempt.
Number 13,
So get a handshake from Coach Chamble. And Parker Hazen to the line. And cannot convert the 3-point play, rebounded by Surface. Here comes Craig looking to push. Look for Surface. Surface did find it. Not sure how. They're going to get a traveling call that time on Jagger Surface. Just too many pump fakes waiting for Hazen to leave his feet, but never did until after the shuffle. 35-31, turnover by Northrop. Columbia City looking to cut into this 4-point lead. Bechtel looking to inbound, full court pressure. Not a turnover there as Benedict picks it up. Now in a bad spot to pick up the ball. Good outlet here to Bechtel. He's going to get a screen. Nope. Looked like McFarland went to screen. There's Hazen. Went to the line. He's going to get tripped by Surface. They're just going to call it traveling. No trip called. No referee didn't see any contact. Hazen hit the ground, and that's going to be a traveling call. Turnover on Columbia City. We're going back Northrop's way. Robertson for three. No good. Rebounded by Craig. One of the smallest guys on the floor got the rebound on that, and that was strictly from hustle and positioning. 35-31, Northrop on top of Columbia City. Northrop kind of stagnant here. They start their offensive set. Hesitation dribble. They're going to flick it out, and no good by Mole. And out of bounds, that'll go to Columbia City. Down by 4. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Bechtel looks to inbound again. Not very good spacing for Columbia City, and Northrop makes them pay. Turnover on the out of bounds. Going back to Northrop. Northrop looks to push his 4-point advantage. It's 35-31. Surface, Mole, and they're going to get a push call on McFarland. Just couldn't stop himself.
Foul number 15, Evan McFarland. Number 11, Josh Cobb,
That's the team's second, it should be. McFarland's second. Checked in the game now, Josh Cobb from Northrop. There's Mole. Little push off, no call. They're going to reset it. They get a screen from Surface. Nice dribble drive, but left it out of the wing, but no one was there. And they're saying that was hit out by Columbia City, was touched, so we'll stay Northrop ball, 35-31, 4:12 remaining. Robertson crosses it over, jump step, and no good, rebounded. Loose ball on the ground, and they're gonna get tied up, alternating possession. I think we're gonna stay here on the Northrop ball.
No ball.
Yes, we are. Going to stay here, alternating possession, stay with Northrop.
Number 14, Luke Schrader for the Eagles.
35-31, Northrop trying to cling on to this lead. Coach Chamble's first year, starting to make a statement. Cobb's going to launch one after coming in the game, no good. Rebounded that time by Hazen. There's Benedict running the show. Picked up the dribble, but finds Brock and Hazen. McFarland out near side. That's Schrader who just checked in. Luke Schrader, good spin move to the baseline. Getting bumped, no call. McFarland for three. No good. Rebounded by Cobb and Northrop. Cobb, skip pass. We're going to find Robertson, top of the key. 3-ball, good. Cannot leave Richard Robertson open for three. That's his second three of the game. He now has 8 points. Good look to Schrader. Schrader comes back here, almost over and back there by the Eagles. McFarland finds Benedict, near side to Schrader. Hazen finds Parker Hazen. Hazen one-on-one with Surface. Baseline, puts it up with the left hand. Nice move by Hazen. Parker Hazen, very impressive. His 6th point of the second half. Cobb launches another three, rebounded by Benedict. 38-33. Northrop with that 5-point advantage. McFarland, Schrader, Parker Hazen, Rocket Hazen, Schrader, Benedict for three, the lefty just rims out, no good, poked away but gained by Northrop. They push ahead, wide open 3-ball by Chapman, and he knocks it down. His first point of the game is a huge 3-ball with 2:20 remaining in the third quarter. Pushed the lead 41-33. Northrop on top with their biggest lead of 8 points. Just can't get anything going besides the Hazen brothers for Columbia City. Turnovers killing them, and just can't get enough production out of the surrounding players to stay in this one against a tough 4A squad and the Northrop Bruins. Got tons of talent, as I've mentioned, in the SAC conference, the Summit Athletic Conference. The likes of Keon Brooks, Jalen Budd, Swan Quarles, at Northside, Devin Williams, at Snyder, Paxton Bergdahl, Reggie Tharp at Concordia. The list goes on and on. Mallers out at Carroll. Curry at Bishop Lures. I'd highly advise you to check out your local high school action here in the city of Fort Wayne and go check it out. Great family entertainment. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Columbia City now looking to push and clip away from this 7-point advantage that Northrop has on them. Back cut there by McFarland as they were on Benedict off the screen. They look down low to Parker Hazen, had the positioning on surface of just not getting to the ball. There it is right there. He likes to go baseline. That time dribbles it off the foot of a Northrop player. That's not called a kick because it was not intentional. Here comes Robertson. He was looking like he was going to pull up. Left-handed layup blocked by Hazen. Picked up by McFarland. McFarland's just going to bring it up himself. Finds Parker Hazen. Hazen with surface. Looks to get it to his brother Brock, and Hazen cannot. Parker Hazen. Minute 30 remaining in this third quarter. Parker Hazen's going to go to the line. They're going to get a hold call on number 13, Taj Cobb, for Northrop. That's his second.
Also number 13, Taj Cobb.
That's the team's third.
Number 3, Darius Craig. Number 21, Jalen Bull, back in now for Northrop.
See what Coach Benedict has on his line out of bounds. As Brock and Hazen is getting bumped every time he moves on the block the block. They're letting an awful lot of banging go down low. But to be fair to the referees, they've been letting it go on both ends. Haven't seen many foul calls. 7 was the most in the first quarter, or excuse me, the first half, and we're almost done here with the third quarter, and only 14 fouls total. So it's been a low-called foul game here. They go down low to Parker Hazen, spin baseline. He likes that move. They're going to call that on the floor.
Fouls on the floor.
Both them Hazens like to go baseline. Really use that balance well with their height to angle back out over the court as Broster will check back in. He's provided great minutes for Chamble. Way to go get the ball by Hazen. Puts it back up with the right hand, no good. Good outlet pass, but Chapman just turned before he caught it. Schrader, here's Hazen. Schrader. Talking Hazen, takes him one-on-one. Rossiter, turnaround baseline jumper, no good. And you can see the fatigue starting to set in. Just been being banged and hung all over. Chapman for 3 in the corner. That one is good. Number 12, Michael Chapman hits his second 3 of the game. Pushes it to an 11-point lead. 28 seconds remaining. Benedict. Inside here to Hazen. Parker Hazen has surface on him. Picks up his dribble. Benedict now. Finds Brock and Hazen. 13 seconds remaining here in the third. They're looking down low to Parker Hazen. Surface. He's going to get called for a reach. That's going to be his third foul, I believe.
32, Jagger Surface.
Just his second.
Number 30, Robert Warwick back in for the Eagles. Number 4, Quentin Lozano, checking in for Northrop.
That's the 5th team foul. Good look at in time to Parker Hazen. And we're going to get another call, this time, I believe, on number 4. Yep, Quentin Lozano will get picked up with a holding call. That's 6 team fouls now for Northrop. Columbia City will be in the bonus at the next foul call on Northrop. Nice move by Parker, and there's that 7th foul as he finishes with the left hand through the contact on the block. He'll go to the line to shoot one. Huge play by Parker Hazen. That's his 8th point of the quarter. 7.3 seconds remaining. He has 15 total on the game. That's a team high. And rattles the home the 3-point play. It's 5 seconds remaining. Up to Lozano. Right-handed layup. Columbia City just left him on defense as the clock runs out at the end of the 3rd quarter with your score. Northrop 46, Columbia City 36. So lead did balloon out to 11. They're in the 3rd. Columbia City battled back behind the hot shooting of Chapman and Robertson there in the 3rd quarter. They pushed the lead out to 10. Has only had a 3-point lead going into halftime, 28-25. So pushing that 3-point advantage out to 10, moving it in here to the 4th quarter as these games are so important here in the early season for confidence, as well as just seeing the overall form of your team and seeing what you need to improve on a daily basis in practice. So we're going to get started here in the 4th quarter. Columbia City is ranked number 18 in Class 3A. Northrop not ranked in the top class in the state of Indiana, the 4A class, which is absolutely loaded with talent. Rockin' Hazen, look for Parker Hazen. They're going to swing it. Here's Benedict. Now they look down for Parker Hazen. Lozano's playing great face-up defense. That time, Brock and Hazen takes it to the cup on the dribble drive. Roster just couldn't move his feet quick enough as Brock and Hazen has a quick first step off the dribble. He'll go to the line now to shoot 2. That's the 8th team foul. Roster's 2nd. Brock and Hazen looks to knock down a pair. First one's good. 6 for 7 from the line. Rockin' Hazen due for the 2nd to try to cut it to an 8-point deficit. That one is good. So Hazen cuts it to 8. Good pass, Lozano, just too much heat on that. As Hazen right into Hazen, could have called it travel, not called. Here comes, look at that pass, and just slipped through the hands of Hazen. Just feel for the kid on that. Just slipped through the hands. Turnover for Columbia City. 7:24 remaining in the game. Columbia City down by 8, 46-38 here at Northrop High School. Chapman, and look for the home run pass. That's got to be a kick. I'm not sure how that's not a kick. As Coach Chandler's going to get Robertson back in the game for Michael Chapman. Chapman will come out. Craig looking to inbound. That's the taller Hazen guarding the inbound. It's going to be tough to see. Robertson is going to bring it out and set it up. Lozano, Roster, Roster, right-handed hook, nice play. Took the defender, went to the baseline, right-handed, kind of float shot up, good. Nico Broster having great minutes for Coach Chamble. Good dribble drive, but cannot finish for Warwick. Here comes Northrop, 6:44, they're up by 10, 48-38, Craig. Mole, hesitation dribble, right-handed lay-in, no good. Robertson tried to take it away from Hazen, but there is Warwick. Benedict is gonna get trapped, finds Warwick. Back to Brocken, and that's gonna be a foul called on Craig. Darius Craig's gonna get picked up his second foul. That will be, we're still in the 1-and-1. That's the 9th team foul on Northrop. Surface checks back in after a brief rest. Warwick, front end of a 1-and-1 is good. Big first foul shot for Robert Warwick. Second one to cut it to an 8-point deficit is good. He has 6 now on the contest. Full court pressure, got a 2-2-1 press zone here for Columbia City. Almost caused a turnover there as Robertson made a nice catch, but then almost threw it away. Another nice catch showing the athleticism for Northrop, and Coach Chamble bails him out with the timeout. He'll take a full one. With his squad up 48-40. Been an outstanding game for the Snyder transfer, number 32, Jagger Surface. Had 17 there in the first half. It's been held scoreless here in the second half, but Northrop has pushed the advantage now to an 8-point lead. Had a 10-point advantage going into the fourth quarter. So Columbia City within a minute 50 has cut that down to 2. They can go on that ratio. They'll be right back in this game with a minute and a half to go. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Jake Atkinson on the camera. I am Tim Atkinson. Let's subscribe to our to our YouTube channel. Subscribe for that for all of our full game videos and highlight clips of all the coverage that we have from Fort Wayne and the surrounding area. And our third and a half solid, almost 4 weeks of solid basketball here as the season gets kicked off. As we'll be teaming up. There's Robertson for 3. That's a huge shot. Richard Robertson hits his third 3, 11 points, pushes the lead back to 11. Great hands by Robertson. Columbia City wanted this foul, no call. Robertson takes it all the way to the bucket, lays it in good. 13-point lead now for Northrop. Benedict with the left hand, no good. Rebounded by McFarland, and Broster's holding his calf. Hopefully that's a cramp. Young fellows, obviously.
Official timeout for the injured Bruins.
Yes, he's in some pain, no doubt about it there on the baseline. But it's 53-42, 5:27 remaining in this game. And a close contest through the first 16 minutes. Into halftime, Northrop was up 28-25. Push that lead to 46-36 coming into the fourth. And it does look like just a cramp for the big fella, Nico Broster, as they try to work him back into basketball shape from the football season. The outstanding team they have on site here, as that cramp is no joke if anybody's had one, especially in the calf knee area. It'll cripple one of the biggest, as you saw it there. This is going to be great experience for both squads here in the early season. Just the third game apiece for these two programs. Both come in 1-1. Northrop beat DeKalb in their opener and then lost to New Haven. That pushed them to 1-1. Their next contest is Saturday at South Bend. Adams. It's a 4:30 tip for Columbia City. They started the season with a win at Whitco, 69-51. Followed that with a heartbreaking loss against Warsaw, 52-51 in 2 overtimes. We'll get a bit of a break after this Northrop matchup tonight, as their next game will be December 8th against Churubusco. So Nico is helped off. Full court pressure by Columbia City. They're down by 11 with 5.5 minutes remaining in the game. Robertson does get the inbound. Dangerous pass. They're gonna call a 10-second violation on the Bruins. Turnover, just what the Eagles needed. Down by 11, 5:14 remaining. To Brockenhazen. He's being guarded by Johnson. Come out here to Klimek. Tough pass handled by McFarland. Great pass that time, and Hazen just out jumped everybody. Put it up easily for the bucket. And that foul's going to be called. Will send Northrop Bruins, number 3, Darius Craig, to the line to shoot 2. They're going to get that foul on Parker Hazen. That's his second, team's third. Craig to the line to shoot 2. Rattles the first one good. It's his 5th point of the game. Second one is up, and that is also good. Northrop pushes that lead back to 11, 55-44. That's just what Northrop does not want. Fouling Columbia City with the clock stopped. That will send, and that's also the 10th team foul. So that will send number 15, Andrew McFarland, to the line to shoot 2. First one up is good. His first point. Front rim no good, but Northrop couldn't handle it. Picked up by Brockenhazen. Went to baseline with the jam. Two-handed throwdown. Plus the lead again, and another turnover by Northrop. Here comes Warwick being pressured. Has help, good skip pass. Klimek gonna set up the offense. 55-47, back to that 8-point advantage. Brockenhazen being picked up by Surface. Parker Hazen gonna go baseline, he's gonna get a bump called on number 5, Tavon Johnson. That'll send Parker Hazen to the line to shoot 2 here in the double bonus. So clock is stopped at 4:20. 55-47, Northrop still with that 8-point advantage. Columbia City trying to cut into that. No good on the first for Parker Hazen.
Number 13, Tajay Top back in for the Bruins.
Parker Hazen, as I've mentioned, has been offered by IUPUI. But I can imagine as a full junior season, he's going to get some high-level looks here in the state of Indiana and surrounding areas. He knocks down the second There's that trap, and it forces another turnover against Northrop. Columbia City, this full court trap paying dividends for Coach Benedict. Klimek looks to inbound, he does to Warwick. Back to Klimek, the senior now, will handle the ball handling duties. Up top being picked up by Craig. Craig with the reach, almost a call, loose ball. They'll find Parker Hazen. Hazen splits the double team. They are gonna get a foul call, just too handsy for Northrop, as Cobb's gonna get hit with the personal, and that will send Columbia City back to the line to shoot 2 with the clock stopped. Parker Hazen.
Number 23, Parker Hazen at the line.
3 for 4 from the line here in this contest. Hazen cuts it to within 6. Parker Hazen looking for his second. That one is good. So pulls within 5 on the pair of free throws by the junior, Parker Hazen. Here comes Columbia City in that trap again. Cobb out top to Mole. 3:40 remaining in the game. Mole, as Columbia City comes into a 2-3 zone. As they're gonna switch up on the trap. Parker Hazen came on the trap and Warwick did almost get that, but that skip pass to Surface right underneath the basket. Easy one. Surface with his 19th point, almost a turnover by Columbia City. Warwick, this will be some showtime for Parker Hazen with a two-handed throwdown. His 5th point of the quarter. They pull within 5. They got a foul called on Columbia City. Ball's going to be taken out near midcourt. Just the 4th team foul. Spencer Klimek with the foul. Roster looks to check back in, seems to be replenished from the cramp issue. Robertson as Columbia City traps here in this little zone. 3 ball by Surface, rattles out, that would have been huge. 2:45 remaining, 5-point lead for Northrop. Here come the Eagles. Warwick had Hazen down low with his defender pinned, but couldn't get to him. He's calling for it. There he goes. Double team, and threw it right to his teammate in Brocken Hazen, who throws it down with the two-handed slam. They pull within 3, 57-54. And they're going to get a reach foul called on Brocken Hazen with 2:20 remaining. That's just the 5th team foul on Columbia City, so 2 still away from the bonus. Craig looks to inbound. He'll throw it in the backcourt for Mole. Mole being picked up by McFarland. 3 ball by Robertson. That one is good. They answer right back. Does Richard Robinson and the Bruins. That's his 4th 3 of the game. Push the lead back to 6. 60-54, 2:09 remaining here in the game. We are at Northrop High School. The 4A Northrop Bruins hosting the number 18 ranked Class 3A Columbia City Eagles. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Jake Atkinson on the camera. I am Tim Atkinson. Enjoying another weekday night at a local high school gym, enjoying the talent that is on display in the city of Fort Wayne and the surrounding area. Saw a couple coaches scouting in the building here tonight. Head man for Northside, Shabazz Khalik. Also with him, the outstanding shooter Juan Quarles, transferred from Concordia, now at Northside. who drained 7 threes against Blackhawk Christian. Along with him is the outstanding freshman for Northside, Keon Brooks, top 25 player in his class. He is only a freshman for Coach Khalid. So back to the action, 2 minutes remaining. Columbia City down by 6, 60-54. Good look down low, one-handed slam by
Number 12,
Hazen. Rockin' Hazen threw it down. Scrambling defense by Columbia City as they now switch it up and go man-to-man, minute 40. No shot clock in the state of India, so they would have to foul or cause a turnover for Columbia City. No foul called as they're reaching him. That time Rockenhazen will foul, but that's only the 16th foul. They're still one away from the 1-and-1. Down by 4 points, 60-56. Miscommunication, but he does track it down. Does Mole. Hazen went for the steal, so did Parker Hazen. And referee saying the ball was free, and that's why the traveling call was not called. Obviously, the Eagle faithful not agreeing with that non-call. 60-56 now. They are in the 1-and-1. Jagger Surface heads to the line. 2 for 2 here from the line. Front rims, that one good. Jagger Surface, his 3rd point of the second half. He now has 20. That's a team high. Also game high, I believe. I'll have to double check that. Second one is good. Big free throws by Jagger Surface, the senior, transferred from Snyder, coming up big. Rockenhazen took Brosser to the cup, and they're going to get a block foul called on Braister. That'll send Rockenhazen to the line. Broster's 3rd.
Rockenhazen at the line.
Rockenhazen to the line to shoot 2. No good on the first. 6-point advantage for Northrop. Minute 07 remaining. Hazen for the second. That one is nothing but net. Need to come up with the turnover. Does Columbia City is that time Parker Hazen. Good hustle, but couldn't get to it. We'll stay with Northrop ball. 1:03 remaining. The Eagles down by 5 against Northrop. They inbound it. They got a foul. Good pump fake. That time as it fell back down, and Surface will take the jumper from 15. No good. Didn't need to take that shot. And then a foul where they didn't need to foul as well. Roster, now they stop the clock with 46 seconds remaining. So a pair of plays there that could really cost Northrop. As Broster made a nice pump fake, but couldn't finish the layup. Ball came down as he was sitting on the ground. He just threw it back up. Hazen blocked it. Columbia City came up with it, and Broster, out of frustration, picked up the foul, which sends Warwick to the line, where he knocks it down to pull within 4. 46 seconds remaining. Second one's good. Broster out. Chapman in. Warwick 4 for 4 from the line. 3-point game. 46 seconds remaining. Robertson. Surface gets it taken away by Columbia City. Three ball for the tie. No good. Rebounded by Robertson. Picked up by Craig. And no foul called on the reach by Hazen. And almost turned over by Craig. 30 seconds remaining. Northrop needs to calm themselves. No reason to be rushing. They have the three-point advantage with under 30 seconds, and they're attacking. They should be pulling it out. Coach Shample trying to rally. He's going to grab Tavon Johnson off the bench and check him in as Robertson will go to the line now to shoot the 1-and-1. So Columbia City with a huge opportunity, but Hazen misses the three ball. Picked back up by Northrop. 1-and-1 for Robertson. Rattles that good. Richard Robinson now for the second attempt of two. Robertson with his 18th point of the game to push the lead back to 5. Under 30 seconds remaining. Timeout on the floor by Northrop. What an exciting game here. Didn't see a whole lot of high-flying excitement as you would normally see here in a Northrop gym, but until this last 2-3 minutes, the high flyers starting to break out as the scramble to win this game is here unfolding in front of our eyes. This will be a big win for Northrop. They can hold on to defeat this number 18th ranked in Class 3A. Nice play up to Hazen. He's pushed. Not a smart play by Tavon Johnson. You could see it. Both hands went on the hips of Brock and Hazen, and he went down to the court. Eagles have a chance of cutting this deficit with the clock stopped once again. Hazen. Front rim, no good.
Number 12, Michael Chapman checking in for Northrop.
8 for 11 now from the line. Second attempt. Back rim's no good, but rebounded and put back up by Columbia City. Tipped back up by McFarland. And then Klimek will have to foul. That's the 19th foul, so we're still in the 1-and-1. 64-59. Northrop on top. And this will be a big statement win in the first. Big test here at Northrop High School. A surface with the 1-and-1 rims it in. (65-59). Surface. Drains the second. 23 points now for Surface. No reason to gamble as they leave an open three ball up, and that one's knocked in, and a quick timeout going to be called by Columbia City. They pull with back within 4 as Klimek nails the three. Left wide open. It all started with the gamble on the pass. 66-62. 30-second timeout called by Columbia City. This is SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Hospital. Jake Atkinson on the camera. I am Tim Atkinson, calling your action here this evening. Can't wait for this SAC Holiday Tournament to unfold, as that will start in a couple weeks out at Wayne High School. And we'll follow that up with the start of conference play, which we're so excited to check out here this year in the 2015-16 season. They do get it in to Chapman, and they're going to foul Chapman right away. Chapman's going to go to the line now to shoot the double bonus. That's the 10th team foul.
Michael Chapman at the line.
7.6 seconds remaining, 66-62. Northrop on top. Would take a huge, huge miracle here for Columbia City to get back in this with the time remaining, with the knockdown free throw, that time by Chapman, Michael Chapman. That's his 7th point. Second attempt is good for Chapman. 8 points tonight. Under 5 seconds, they're going to get a foul call on Northrop once again. Northrop just can't help themselves.
Number 4, Spencer Clement at the line.
As the moan and groans happen, as those types of fouls can cost you in close games if you're not careful. That one rims out. Columbia City just hasn't been able to knock down the majority of their free throws here in the second half, and that's cost them. 4 seconds remaining. Second one is good, 68-63. And they're going to get a foul called on Brock and Hazen with 2 seconds remaining. That will send Northrop to the line. And number 21, Jalen Mole. As Northrop will come out with a win, a big win over the 18th ranked Class 3A Columbia City Eagles. SummitCitySports.com brought to you by Parkview Hospital. That one is no good, and that's how we'll end it. 68-63 on the long attempt. That wouldn't have counted either way. That's where we'll end it. So thank you for checking us out. This is SummitCitySports.com brought to you by Parkview Hospital. For Jake Atkinson, I'm Tim Atkinson. What a game here. Northrop wins over Columbia City, 68-63.
Jagger Surface, nice game here tonight. Had a tough Columbia City squad come in here. Guys started off slow, but started clicking there towards the middle of the second quarter. What was the game plan coming in against the Eagles tonight, and did you guys accomplish that?
Yeah, we actually did. The game plan tonight was actually to be physical with the big fellas and just play our game. We got to push some tempo on them and make our easy shots that when we get them and stuff. So, yeah, our game plan actually went very well. So I'm proud of every one of our guys.
Yeah, it looked like you guys planned on every time they were crossing the lane in the paint, you guys were bodying them up. It seems like you pushed them off the block enough to make that bothersome for them. You guys know with the size that's in the SAC, you're going to be dealing with players like that. Is that something you guys got to perfect, especially being in the conference that you guys are in?
Yeah, we actually have to. We actually practice every day with drills, start practice, because we know we don't have that big of a guys, but we have some guys with heart, and we are going to body everybody and push them and be physical with every person who comes down there, and that's our plan every game.
Now going into the Summit Athletic Conference, you still got the holiday tournament, which is always fun coming up at Wayne and that. What are you looking forward to here in the 2015-16 season? What can the Northrop Bruins do damage? What kind of damage can you guys do this year?
We can do whatever damage that we put our minds to, and I believe that nobody can stop us, no matter the size, quickness, anything. We have some of the toughest guys I've ever played with, and I love every one of my guys, and we can do a lot of good things this year.
Last question for you. I know recruiting's probably not on the front of your mind or anything like that, but your fans out here like to know just kind of where you're at on the recruiting front. Any offers? I know Chicago State offered you, I believe. Any other offers recently? And where are you sitting? How's that process going for you?
Yeah, I actually got 2 other offers, and right now I'm open to anybody though, and I'm welcome to talk to anybody, anyone who wants to talk to me. And yeah, I'm open. I'm just open.
Well, 23 points, several rebounds, couple blocks, a couple steals. Come check out Jagger Service, Northrop Bruins. Great game tonight, and we'll see you in the future.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Coach Benedict, coming into a hostile environment here at Northrop, an unranked Northrop team, but a very talented Northrop team. This is a huge test for your kids. What was the What was the game plan coming in against Northrop? And did you accomplish that? How well did you accomplish it?
We didn't accomplish it. I mean, our objective is to take care of the basketball better than what we did tonight. Again, we're with 17 turnovers against a team like that. That's going to give too many easy baskets. And then once they get the lead, then you got to come out and extend your defense. They're able to get by-in penetration. And then they made open threes tonight, and they made their free throws to extend the lead. So it's very difficult to play against that when you turn the basketball over as much as we did.
Yeah, it looked like when you guys went to that full court trap, that seemed to push the momentum back on your guys' side. Is that something you planned on going into the future? Or is that kind of what you kind of keep in the bag there, just and pull it out when you kind of need to? Or?
Well, you know, we think we've got a team that could be able to do some of those kind of things, but again, you know, it all predicates on you being able to take care of the basketball and finish on the offensive end to get into that pressure. If you're not scoring baskets, you can't get into it. So, you know, when we move the basketball and we reverse it from one side of the floor to the other side of the floor and we go inside out, we think we got a fairly decent team. Tonight, we didn't show that very much tonight, and we've got to get better.
Do you think Parker and Brocken, do they see kind of what's going to happen to them as the year moves on and how much banging they're going to get going from block to block, and it's really going to depend on what the referee's going to let go any given night. Is it important for them just to keep their heads up and keep battling? What's your message to them?
You know, they've just got to play through it. They've got to play through it. They got to understand that everybody's going to, you know, guard those two guys. Those are the two guys that score a lot of points for us. They're going to be the focal point of every defensive game plan, and they're just going to have to simply play tougher and stronger and play low and play through it. And then they've got to trust their teammates. They got to move the basketball, shoot open shots rather than a lot of challenge shots, and they've got to go at the rim aggressively. And when they do that, they're hard to stop.
Well, you guys are definitely hard to stop with your weapons as well. Just an off night for you guys. We look forward to seeing you in the future. Good luck here the rest of the season.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Coach. All right, Coach, big win here tonight against a talented Columbia City team that has a couple of talented players. Was the game plan coming in? As I saw it, you guys were bodying them every time they went block to block. Talking to Jagger a little bit, it seems like that was the game plan coming in. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, basically what we tried to do is try to stay physical with them. We felt like if you let them roam free, then those guys kind of get the momentum going and they would get comfortable. And then once they got going, it's hard to slow them down. So we wanted to, in the beginning of the game, to try to be as physical as possible on the outside, and when they came on the inside, to kind of lay on them. And if they shot over us, we just said, hey, we can live with it. But let's make sure we constantly keep in contact with them. And so that was kind of the game plan for us coming out.
Now, playing teams like this in the pre-conference games and then moving into the SAC holiday tournament here in a couple weeks really prepares you for this tough conference schedule that you guys are about to go through, and then being in the 4A playoffs. What are you taking out of games like this against high-level 3A schools, but top-level 3A schools? What do you take out of games like this moving forward?
You know, the one thing I look at is a lot of these teams that's coming in are very well coached. Those guys move the ball well. They're very fundamental. They play within a team structure. So what it does really for us is that we like to see how we need to play. We got a lot of talent, but one of the things we lack is being able to play together like a unit. And those teams such as DeKalb and New Haven and Columbia City, those guys play together. And the one thing we try to do is say, hey, watch what they do and let's try to mimic that. So it teaches us a lot. It really does. It shows us what we could be if we come together. So it's good to play against a unit and not just against certain superstars every week.
Sure. And talk about, last question here, Coach, a little bit about the talent that you have, the transfer from Snyder, Jagger Surface, Robertson, Braster, I'm not saying Braster, thank you, came off the bench and was a spark plug for you. But talk about Jagger a little bit in particular and his skill set and what he means to the Bruin squad this year.
You know, one of the things that people don't get a chance to see is that he's really done his leadership off the court. After the loss against New Haven, he had a team meeting. He said, hey, guys, what do I need to do to help you guys so we can be better? And I just felt like that was something that a leader does without having to be told to do that. And not only that, but in the locker room, when it looked like the guys were kind of getting down on each other, he stopped them and said, hey, guys, let's pull together. Let's pull together. We can win this if we stick together. So he's constantly leading more off the court than what he does on the court. And just having that type of kid around you, it makes coaching easy. It really does, you know. And I just really feel like if he keeps growing that way, we really can have a pretty special year this year if we can get him to continue to lead that way.
Yeah, he's an outstanding player. Saw that tonight, dropping 23 points here against a talented Columbia City team. Good luck, Coach, going in the SAC tournament into conference play. It's going to be a tough conference schedule, as we all know, with the likes of Williams and Butts and who have you. We go the list on and on, but congratulations tonight. Enjoy the win, and we'll see you in the future.
Thank you so much. You guys have a great one.